of misusing my name. I'm weary, God says. I'm weary with
Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I've got my Radio Shack DSP hooked up. It's hooked up to my Radio Shack DX394. Pretty nice little radio. But it doesn't have a lot of functions for controlling the audio. So this is a nice mate to that radio. Now, over the years, this DSP has gotten mixed reviews. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people say, it didn't do anything. But I've seen several reviews where if you use it properly, it does come in handy. I'm going to try that this morning. It's 8:37 Saturday morning, and I wasn't able to receive too many channels this morning. Band conditions are just terrible. But, of course, you can always depend on the preacher man to come through no matter how bad the conditions are. So he's in there. He's at 9.9650. And we're going to turn this back up.
this know also that our last days perilous, dangerous.
Okay, right now it's in the bypass condition, in that it's bringing the audio in, it's bypassing all the DSP functions and going right through the amplifier and speaker. So this is basically how you would hear it directly from the radio. Of course, you're using this internal speaker here, which is okay, especially for a shortwave voice. It's okay. It does have an external jack on the back if you want to use an external antenna, external speaker, or it has a jack on the front if you want to use headphones, although the jack on the front is a 1/4 inch jack. So your typical earbuds won't plug directly into there. You'd have to use an adapter. And then there's a couple of switches and dials. The switch over here is for the bandwidth. So you have 3 bandwidths you can choose. I don't know what they are, and I didn't see anything in the documentation. Maybe I overlooked it. Okay, the next one is the filter. And you can have the noise reduction filter in, you can have a single sideband filter in, and you can have a CW filter in. This is the volume knob to control the amplifier as far as the volume. This is the power button right here. It's on, red. And there's another little tiny light right there, which is off because I'm in the bypass mode. Now, I'm going to push this button here in, and now the DSP is now engaged, and you can see maybe a little light right there. It's a green light and it's blinking. That means it's working. The mistake I made before, when I first tried this, it didn't seem to be working, and that was because I didn't have enough signal coming into it for the DSP to do its job. So somebody had told me on that show, I gotta get the volume up. So I got the volume up now. The light is blinking as it should be, and so it should be working. So I've got the DSP engaged, and this time I'm going to move the microphone on top of the speaker, and I'm going to turn the volume up.
Father Television, knowing so much time in church, lovers of pleasure more than of God.
Of course, like I said, conditions aren't too good, and you're listening through this microphone, which may not be the best in the world. So you just have to kind of trust me if you can't tell the difference. That's probably a bad thing to do. Anyway, so DSPN bandwidth is narrowed, and filter is noise reduction. So I'm going to flip through the various settings and see if you can tell the difference. So we turn the volume up. First, bandwidth. Narrow. Medium. Wide. Back all the way. So you can basically tell the difference in that the noise, the background ambient noise, is reduced when you go to the narrow bandwidth. In narrow now. Wide. Narrow. Okay, we're going to go back to wide. And we're going to change. We're going to turn him down a little bit. We're going to change the filter. And it's at the noise reduction filter right now. And then there's a single sideband filter setting. And finally a CW. So let's do that. Turn him back up. Noise reduction filter. Single sideband. CW. So CW is naturally not usable for voice. Can't tell on this setup. I can't tell much difference between noise reduction and single sideband. Flipping back and forth. Not much change. Now I'm on wide bandwidth. And I'm going to go to narrow. Noise goes down. Now I'm going to engage and disengage the DSP. It's engaged now. There it's out. So you can see the noise level is going up. And the audio level has gone up. That's with it out. That's with it in. So you can see there's quite a bit of changing. It's subtle at best, but it can, and when you've got something that's really noisy or something, these functions can help. Now, on your newer radios that are $100 and higher, most of these functions are built in, so you don't need something external like this. On your old radios, such as this Radio Shack DX394, these come into play. Now the Radio Shack DX394 has a few functions, but not that many. It has a noise reduction, and I don't think it has any bandwidth filters at all. So I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you think this is useful. I think these were quite expensive when they first came out, but I got this one used off eBay for I think $25. So that's the show. If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.